Hello, cutie pie. One of us is in deep trouble.
You look pissed, Ben. For Christ's sake, Ben, don't you understand? Americans love television. So what do? We give them what they want.
Hey, it's a gal who isn't running unless it's to a sale on box wine. It's Katrina Porter.
Hey, Anna Serene.
Although I think you are running now. Are you back to running?
No.
Oh, never mind. So I stand by what I said.
Stand by it.
Welcome to What Happens, everyone else.
Welcome, everybody.
Each week, Katrina and I discuss a movie both of us love. However, only one of us gets to say anything good about the movie. They're the pro of the episode, which means the other is the con and must attack it. Our one rule is the con only has to attack during the synopsis. And if they say anything at all good about the movie during that time, they incur a penalty and will have to say something good about a movie that they hate. And the pro is going to get to decide which one they have to give that love to. So this week, if Katrina catches a rule break from me, you're going to hear this sound.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
I bet you're feeling pretty good about being the pro.
Well, I have to say, I'm still pretty upset about the 2 button bushes from the last episode.
It's weird, I'm not.
I feel like I should have gotten a handicap.
Why?
Because...
Why would you have gotten a handicap? Because it's a little shop?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I feel like there should be a Rick Moranis handicap.
We gotta be looking forward to this one, at least.
I am very, very excited about this one.
I am too, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What are you going to do?
Here's what I plan.
Okay.
I'm going to make this movie go on a dystopian game show, and then send it down to shoot to be probably murdered in some super corny way for the enjoyment of an 80s audience.
Well, you threw me off with corny.
Really?
Yes, because that doesn't fit.
I thought that's what would sell it.
No. It was whole.
Oh.
Did you say whole?
I say shoot.
Shoot.
Which I had to spell 3 times in my notes. Because I forgot how to spell shoot. Like I meant it.
SCHUTE?
Nope.
Pew pew.
Like SHOOT?
Uh-huh.
Glad you went on the exact same journey as I did. Nope, it's CHUTE.
CH. Isn't that what I said?
No, you said SHUTE.
Oh, whatever. Like chutes and ladders?
Yeah, with a C.
Oh, says you. Well, that can almost only mean we are talking about 1987's The Running Man.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
And you know why we're doing this?
I do.
Doing this for you, Doug in Iowa.
Doug, it's for you.
Doug. And because we love it. But Doug, we ask all the time, like, give us movies that you really want us to do. And Doug throws out movies, not a lot, but like consistently, and they're on, and so many of them are on our list because we tend to really love the same movies that Doug loves.
Yeah.
And as soon as he said this one, we're like, God, we got to move this one up.
Yeah, this one's definitely on our... I actually think I have a post about The Running Man on my personal Instagram page from like a while back from watching it. It's so good.
We're doing it.
There may be some new background noise. We'll see how this goes. Because we're in my basement.
Yeah.
We're not in our new recording studio. We're hanging out in my rec room.
And it's basically like the sounds are like in Nightmare on Elm Street when they're in the, the basement and like the furnace comes on and like all the other sounds come on and you think you're going to die.
Yeah.
That's kind of some of the sounds that are going on right now.
Yeah, that's my AC.
Except there's cookies in front of us and no Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, there are cookies.
And we had tequila.
The Corlejo is in front of us. Yeah, I made cookies at work today.
Okay, speaking of your job.
Yeah.
But nothing to do with your job.
Okay.
So not really speaking of your job.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a job and you're immediately like, absolutely not. That would not be a job for me.
Yes, most.
Like you just immediately noped it out of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Today I was driving to my office and I was behind a truck and on the back of the truck, it says this vehicle is GPS, or the speed of this vehicle is GPS monitored by the employer or something like that. And I was like, absolutely not, Hitler.
No, I would think that in your interview, you'd be like, they're like, you're a perfect candidate. Is there anything you should tell us? Like, yeah, you got one of them GPS tracker things? Because you're going to either have to turn a blind eye or I get to step in.
I was behind this guy for like 10 minutes and I had this, like, obviously I'm not comparing voluntarily working for a company that tracks your speed to the horrible things that happened in the Holocaust.
Yes.
But all I'm saying is that kind of control is gateway behavior.
Well, let me tell you about some things happened to me in a car recently.
What? Oh my God, is this another blowjob incident in the garage?
No. Okay, first of all, some people might not have heard that episode, April Fool's Day. It's not me giving a blowjob. I walked upon, said action being performed in a car, in a parking garage. No. This involves my son, Finn.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay. So I was in the car with Finn and he was, okay, oh gosh, there's two different things. Okay, well, one was he was talking about you and me, actually. And he said, no, actually he was talking about he and his sister not getting along. And I said, I totally get it, buddy. My sister and I, we get along great now. But when we were growing up, we absolutely hated each other.
Because Anna was a monster.
Hated each other.
Messy
Katrina
monster.
Had a big old stick up her ass. I was just hanging out.
Slob.
It was
anarchy.
It just didn't work. It didn't work until it did.
Right.
Like a lot of siblings have that same type of thing.
Yes.
And he said, yeah, like you and Aunt Key used to hate each other, but now you guys are kind of like gay for each other. I said, what? Well, like you guys, like you two are gay now, and
you love each other.
We love each other. Yeah. I said, well, we do love each other. That's true. But we're not gay for each other or gay at all. We are, in fact, though. Allies.
Yes, we are.
However, we are not gay for each other.
And wasn't he like, I even know what that means?
Yeah, he goes, don't worry, I know what it means. I don't think you do. I actually don't think you do. The other thing he said.
Is this the cussing?
It's about cussing.
Oh, God, I love this.
Because we were talking about...
No, Anna, we weren't talking about anything. There was no lead up to this. We got in the car and he immediately had a question.
That's right. Yeah, he was talking about the D word. He said, I know there's two D words.
Yeah, it's two D words.
There's
D-A-M.
And I was like, okay, well, that's not how it's spelled. Whatever. But he's like, I know, I can't say that, and it's sometimes like attached to another word. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, you
God
mean like, God damn it? Yeah. Trust me, I know. And then he's like, and then there's the other D word. I think it's spelled D-I-C-K. And I'm like,
Finn is 9, by the way.
Yeah, he's 9. He does he's on Roblox and there's chatting and Minecraft and there is chatting and stuff on there, and kids are little fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, so he's like, do you think he's like? I said, okay, well you can't say any of that. He's like, well, not until you're 18 or 13 when you're with your friends.
And to that he was specifically saying he knew that about the DAM word.
Yeah, but he wanted to know, do those rules also apply
to DICK?
It's like, well, yes and no.
Yes, 13 when you're with your friends.
But also, that 13 when you're with your friends does not apply. It's just when you're with your friends.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your age is. I didn't say that.
And then the next day, you and I were recording Little Shop,
mm-hmm.
and Ty and his sister Melissa took Finn to the fair, to the county fair.
Again, he's been playing a lot of it. It's YouTube. He watches YouTube. Sorry.
Right.
I'm a good parent.
And so he'd kind of been like pumping himself up to ride kind of a scary ride. Uh-huh. And so they were on their way there. And Ty said, he told me this on the way when he got home. He's like, Finn said, I'm ready to face my fucking fears.
Which is hysterical because this is like literally the second time in like a week where he also dropped the F-bomb with us too. Again, he is a sweet child.
I've never heard him cuss before. No, like when he was little, like, damn it.
Yeah, like he didn't know. He didn't know. But he was like playing a video game with his dad, with my husband Adrian, and he was playing a video game and the batteries ran out, and everybody knows how stressful that is. And he's like, oh, he got so mad because that meant he lost his turn. He's like, I lost my turn and I lost all of my points because of the stupid fucking batteries. And see, that's the problem here, is that both instances, both with his fucking fears,
right,
and facing his fucking fears and the stupid fucking batteries, he's actually using that correctly.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
And he did face his fucking fear. He did ride the ride.
Yeah, that's what's going on. I just have a swearing little child. And again, I'm a good parent. I often am a good parent.
He's a gift. You are a very good parent. Do you want a little pre-synopsis trivia?
Do I ever?
Yeah. I didn't throw a ton of trivia in this because I just want to talk about the movie. But I put as much in as I could. Here's some pre-synopsis trivia. All your ass.
If you hear any clanking, that's me. I've got a Kraken and Coke and in a metal, in like an aluminum cup, because I like aluminum cups.
You're crack-a-lacking?
I'm crack-a-lacking, so I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's on me.
There were 4 directors hired for this movie at various times.
Wow.
Before Paul Michael Glazer, I don't know if I'm saying that name right, was hired. He, of Starsky and Hutch fame.
The remake or the new one? Or the old one? Oh!
He played Detective Dave Starsky, the actor. Mm-hmm.
Blonde fella, huh?
Yeah. No, the dark-haired guy.
The dark-haired guy,
right.
Yeah?
Well, our star, Arnold Schwarzenegger, thought Glazer was a terrible choice to direct. What with Glazer coming from a TV background and having no experience as a feature film director, he thought Glazer shot this film like a TV show, losing all of the script's deeper themes.
Deeper themes.
Shut up.
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger suspected that because Glazer was a last-minute replacement, he didn't have time to research the future he was depicting, unlike James Cameron had with Terminator.
Oh my God!
So
was he in Terminator?
So he didn't love this choice, but he also was like, the guy also didn't like. He was a last-minute addition. He only had experience with TV, so it wasn't really his fault. So I mean, but yeah. Arnold was not a fan, and so if Arnold's not a fan, your girl's not a fan. Rob Cohen, who produced the film, said when he purchased the rights to the Richard Bachman novel, The Running Man, he had no idea that Bachman was actually a pseudonym for Stephen King.
Dummy. Sorry.
The brilliant, amazing, can't fucking end a book, Stephen King, but he is still forever in my heart, and I will buy and read anything he writes.
He's like an SNL skit. He's sometimes they're really, really great. He just can't quite end it.
It doesn't matter. I will read it.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
You'll buy it.
I will buy it and I will read it.
Multiple times.
Yes, I will. And I will love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will... I'll love it and then I'll shit on the ending.
Not all of them are great.
No, but what was it last week when you made me... Yes, you bitch. When you made me say something about Bag of Bones. That book, I'm telling you guys, if you've not read Bag of Bones, that is a good ghost story.
I was going to say, that's like a good straight up ghost story.
Yes. It is creepy as shit.
Yeah. I'd say, as far as like newer books of his that I've actually read, I think Bag of Bones and Duma Key might be my favorites.
Duma Key is, especially, yeah. The film inspired TV's American Gladiators.
No way.
Yes, it did. As well as the plot and setting of the arcade game Smash TV, which came out in 1990. I don't know that game.
Don't know that, but I do know American Gladiators.
Dude, I know that I talked ad nauseum about the Arnold docuseries on Netflix.
Yes.
And if you haven't watched it, then you don't love me.
I'm getting to it.
You haven't watched it?
I'm getting to it.
You're flaring my heartburn up.
You always have heartburn. This is not mine.
Okay. The American Gladiators docuseries is the shit.
Muscles and Mayhem. It is so incredibly entertaining.
Okay, if you are in your 40s, late 30s, 40s, you know about the American Gladiators that came out in the 80s.
Better.
Yeah. And in the very first episode, Nitro's like, you got any cocaine? I mean, he just like he just is.
Yeah.
It is such a good series.
It really, really is. Yeah, they got fucked.
Yeah, they did.
It made me really dislike Samuel Goldwyn Jr.
Yeah.
That guy can eat it.
Yeah, he can
take one of those gigantic Q-tip things that they fought with right to the fucking groin.
Is there a song that there's a lyric that just makes you giggle?
Yeah.
That's probably not supposed to be funny.
Yeah, like sucking on a chili dog.
Okay. Don't mention John Mellencamp because I don't like the songs get in my head. But in Dre Day, when Snoop goes, easy, eat a big fat dick. That makes me laugh every time. And that's what that just reminded me of.
Dick. Do you think Samuel Goldwyn Sr. was as much of a D-bag as his son?
Well, almost got into politics.
Nope.
No. Okay, I didn't. I don't know. But Samuel Goldwyn Jr. seemed like he could have used a hug or two.
No shit.
So it kind of makes me question things.
He could have given a hug to those American Gladiators, and by hug, I mean a raise.
Right. But instead they hugged some steroids and cocaine.
Yeah. Those are coping mechanisms.
The budget of this movie was $27 million, and it made $38 million. Not a ton of money, but it definitely has a cult following. People fucking love this movie.
It's a riot.
This movie is amazing.
You really have to, you're going on a ride. You gotta kind of embrace it.
Tis a silly ride. It's a silly ride. It's not a stick up your butt ride.
Mm-mm. Unless you like that sort of thing, and then I think it's still silly.
But if that's your thing, this still isn't your movie. No, go watch The English Patient. I don't know. Hey, Honest Reen.
Yo. Uh-oh. No. Isn't there anything else? No. All right. Fine. Send me down the chute.
Play the fucking song.
Let the games begin.
Our movie begins by getting us fired up for a marathon with some kick-ass graphics and some on-screen text that says, by 2017, the world economy has collapsed. Food, natural resources, and oil are in short supply. A police state divided in paramilitary rules with an iron hand. It said it clearer than that. But they didn't have tequila.
Also, it didn't say shit. It was text.
Fine. A sadistic show called The Running Man has become the most popular program in history. No dissent is tolerated.
Just like this podcast.
And yet a small resistance movement has managed to survive underground. When high-tech gladiators are not enough to suppress the people yearning for freedom, more direct methods become necessary.
You mean like when Janet Reno killed all them crazy cult people with like Hanson music or whatever? Wasn't it Hanson? Didn't they smoke them out with Hanson?
Oh, the David Koresh?
Yeah. It was something shitty like that.
I don't know. I refuse to believe that because you know how much I love mbop.
You do.
I just think it's the most, and I like real music.
Yeah, but they were in there like, fuck this.
I think mbop's the most cheerful song ever.
I can't remember what it was that they
It wasn't mbop because I've watched like at least 2 documentaries on the Branch Davidian.
Shit. I can't remember, but it was something terrible. But that's probably what they were talking about.
We see a chopper with motherfucking Arnold, Jane, Elizabeth, Marie, Christina, Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
Who plays Ben Richards. He says there are 1,500 civilians that are unarmed and goofing about, but they are also anarchists, and the powers that be say gotta take them out. But Richard says there are innocent women and children down there, and he ain't gonna do it. So he gets arrested. Oh no.
That's not how he says it.
Anna, will you
That's
do me
not
a
how he says
favor?
it.
Can I make a request?
Sure.
Will you do anything I ask? Because I've had a hard day. Look at my face.
Had a very hard day.
Look at my face.
Whenever you do that, though,
I look like
it's
a puppy
always
dog.
something terrible.
No, I look like a puppy dog. I've had a really hard day. I can't get my house built.
Oh no, you really do look rather sad.
Okay.
What would you like? I already brought cookies.
It's just one little thing.
What?
Would you say there are innocent women and children down there?
Yes.
If Arnold was from Italy.
Hold on. Okay. Let me think of his voice.
That's not how he sounds, you butt face.
I'm doing it's vocal exercises, but as Arnold.
The disrespect.
Unique New York.
Arnold Jane, don't listen.
Okay. From Italy.
Italy.
From Italy.
From Italy.
Okay. I think I got this.
Okay.
I just gotta have pretend like I've got a cigar
And a beret.
in
No.
one
and
in
a
one hand.
and a pizza.
Not a beret. That's France.
Okay, and a pizza. I said.
Cigar.
A cappuccino.
One of these.
One of those.
They are innocent women and children down there. I will not fire on innocents. Hold on. I lost my cigar. Oh, I lost my hand thingy. My hand thingy. I will not fire on innocent civilians.
Okay, you're gonna have to really, really do something terrible for me to give you a button push. Okay. Where am I?
Uncanny.
It is.
It's like Arnold was in Italy.
Right, and here. Well, Arnold is in prison, and he is carrying a steel beam as if it is a pine tree, and his daughter is getting ready to get kidnapped by Bennett.
And that was really a thing for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's because those muscles.
What else he has is a stupid blonde beard. He looks so silly.
He doesn't keep it for long. We see a few resistant fighters, and I immediately think of the resistant fighters in He-Man and She-Ra, and Secret of the Sword. Like, not an uncomfortable sale.
To the plunder room.
Where's Swiftwind? Swiftwind! The resistant fighters are raising a ruckus.
A ruckus?
Hmm?
Can you describe the ruckus?
The dork is trying to take down the computers so the tracking devices around their necks can be deactivated. Chico gets a little ahead of himself.
Oh, boy. Oh, God.
And loses his head.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about Chico.
I don't think he's going to make it.
I think he might.
Mm-mm.
This is the future, right? Hey, just to be clear, why does he have a beard?
Richards? Ben Richards?
Yeah,
'Cause
he just can't shave in prison.
No.
Oh, so why does he have like a super clean cut of hair,
Because they shaved him. They cut his hair.
but not the beard?
No.
So why doesn't anybody else have a beard?
Because they wanted him to stand out. He's a sneetch with the star.
No. If you give him a haircut, you should also give him a shave. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
No, they wanted him to have a beard because it's itchy. Yeah, they wanted to be extra mean to him.
But long, scraggly hair is really annoying.
Not really. They didn't. No, because at night.
It would get in the way of that beam he was holding.
No, because at nighttime they braid each other's hair, and that's like their nighttime routine, and he doesn't get that. So he's left out. It's sad.
Well, that's not okay. That's gone.
I'm telling you, he's really abused.
This is a prison.
It is.
I don't like that.
It is a prison. Yes. Well, we have some rock and roll heavy hitters here. Mick Fleetwood and Dweezil Zappa.
I'm sorry, who?
Dweezil Zappa.
Which Zappa was that again?
Dweezil.
Dweezil Zappa. Yeah, everybody. Did you know that Frank Zappa had kids?
Do you know what Dweezil Zappa's name is in this?
Dweezil?
No.
Zappa.
And this is gonna blow your mind out of your butthole, and you're gonna feel like a real ass.
I don't want that. That's a con.
Well, because Dweezil Zappa's name in this is Stevie.
Oh, because of Stevie Nicks?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I did hear him say Stevie. Mm-hmm. Because the other person's Mick Fleetwood?
Yep.
Why do they age up Mick Fleetwood like that?
Well,
it was an odd choice.
Well, because he's a good-looking guy otherwise.
But why did he have to be old? Was the character old?
Well, yeah, like he's supposed to be like grizzly, like he's been down there like fighting for years and years and years. I think they're trying to make a point that...
I would have believed that from Mick Fleetwood without that. By the way, there's a podcast I listen to, another one, called You're Wrong About. I think I've told you about it before. It's really, really, really great.
Yeah.
And they just did one about Fleetwood Mac. And it was fascinating. Oh, it was good. There was some turmoil.
Well, there are a few growing pains with this ragtag group of fighters because they're not sure if they trust Richards since he used to be a cop. And the man has clearly released some type of propaganda video that has painted Richards as the butcher of Bakersfield, which I'm guessing we will learn more about later. But it don't sound good. Unless you like sounding cool as fuck.
That government's just up to no good. No good at all.
Nothing changes. We see the host of The Running Man, Damon Killian, who is played brilliantly by longtime Family Feud host Richard Dawson.
Ugh.
Many people who worked with Richard Dawson on the game show Family Feud say that in real life, Dawson was more like his character Damon Killian in his handling of people who worked on the show.
I 100% believe that. He seems like an absolute douche.
Yeah.
Also, look how big that building is that they're in. That's how you know it's up to no good.
There are a lot of big buildings that are up to good.
Not that one. You can tell it's evil. You can tell it's evil. What are they using all them floors for?
Oh, I didn't say this trivia, but in the beginning, where the helicopters like, "Rrr," that's the helicopters from King Kong, the 1970s King Kong.
They used the 1970s helicopters from King Kong? They couldn't get better ones in their for the future in their $27 million budget?
You didn't say anything about saying that they looked shitty.
I was going to, but then you just skipped right past that part.
No, we were already past that part, and you didn't say anything about it, because it was cool. Well, speaking of looking cool, Richards is looking very inconspicuous in his World's Gym sweatshirt, his suspenders, and his bright yellow hard hat.
And the beard. There's no way you can convince me that you don't think that's unsettling. That beard is upsetting.
Well,
it's blonde.
What I will say is I am glad he shaves in a bit.
Shave and a haircut. 2 bits.
They are at ICS headquarters where Richards is looking for his brother. However, when he goes to his brother's apartment, he finds that his brother don't live there no more, but a hot dame is there instead.
Yeah.
It is Maria Conchita Alonso, who also starred with Arnold in Predator 2.
Oh.
And she plays Amber.
Amber?
She's working out to an exercise video led by Governor Jesse Ventura. And yes, she is doing so in her lingerie.
Uh-huh.
And she looks amazing.
Who works out in lingerie?
I do.
You do?
No.
Nobody does. That lace would chafe. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's impossible because there's that females football, not the real female football team, but like that nonsense where they wear lingerie.
There is a 0% chance you can get me to believe that there is a single woman in this world that is alone, not being filmed for like Playboy, that is working out in lingerie.
I think she's just very...
A teddy. She's in a teddy.
I know. I think she's just very, she's very, conservative with her time. She's like, I gotta go to work, but I gotta get a few reps in. So I've got my teddy on, and she probably wears her teddy under her. It's like a slip.
That was not a slip. It was a teddy. And what do you mean go to work? She's not wearing that to work.
She's wearing it under her dress. It's like a slip.
But it's not a slip though. It's lingerie. Women
in the 80s wore that under their dresses. I saw it in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Okay, that might be true. But you don't work out on that like a fucking Bowflex. In lingerie, you could rip your delicate lingerie.
Amber can do whatever she wants.
Except put on appropriate workout clothes.
Richard kindly asks Amber what she is doing in his brother's apartment, and she says his brother was sent for re-education. She tells him that she writes music for the network and says that she wrote the jingle, "We bring you joy, we bring you strife."
Sounds catchy.
I think that's really funny.
It sounds ridiculous, is what it sounds like.
You think it sounds funny.
I think your face sounds funny.
Richard tells Amber he needs a travel buddy, and most importantly, her travel pass, and they head to the airport to go on a sunny vacation. I, for one, think they make a really cute couple, but Amber's not so sure about it, and she chops him in the nuts, and he gets captured by the heavies who work for ICS. Damon is super stoked to have Richards as a contestant on The Running Man, as lately the contestants have been pretty underwhelming, and they need someone who can last at least one round. I get it.
What's Killian?
Yeah, Damon Killian.
I don't like how many times he keeps saying Tony. He said Tony a whole bunch.
Because you're upset that they didn't say the third Tony?
How are you going to disrespect that third Tony?
Feels good. God, I love Tony.
Me too. I don't see a third Tony here. It's gone. Only 2 Tonys. 2 out of 3 Tonys. That's not what the future that I envision.
All right, I will take that.
Thank you.
Damon also tells Richards if he doesn't agree to be a contestant on The Running Man, his 2 buddies that he escaped with will have to play the game instead, and those 2 losers don't have a fucking chance. Richard says he will do it, and the ICS scientists inject a bunch of shit in him, and then knock him out until showtime.
I'm not even freaked out by needles, but that shit was unsettling. I didn't like that at all.
Well, 0 out of 10 did not like. Cue the Running Man dancers, and they are just beautiful and are trying real hard.
Yeah, we just can't have an 80s movie of any kind without girls dancing in leotards. And one of them has like Cindy Lou Who hair.
That's a pro.
That is not a pro.
Oh, you don't like Cindy Lou Who?
Did this dancer sing Where Are You Christmas? I don't think so.
Well, who do you think choreographed this and all the other numbers?
Paula Abdul.
Yes, she did.
Are you serious?
1 million
No fucking
percent.
way.
1 million percent.
What do I win?
Tequila.
Shit.
And some of the dances were her Lakers
I was
dancers.
just kidding.
No, yeah, Paula Abdul did the choreography.
No shit.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, it was either that or Debbie Allen. That's all I got for you.
Debbie Allen didn't do this.
No, she does not. No, she does classy films.
If you wanna shit on a Laker girl, a national treasure, Paula Abdul, go ahead. You fucking sugar-coated monster.
The Laker girl makes you a national treasure?
You want alphabetically what makes Paula Abdul a national treasure?
Yes, I do.
A, Adderall.
Oh. And we're good.
B, benzos.
C, cold-hearted snake.
Charm. We see Mrs. McCardle in the audience, and we learn that she is the show's #1 fan. She looks like she's about 90 years old, and I hope I maintain my bloodlust when I'm that age.
You will.
Aww.
Not a compliment.
Oh. Well, we take it as we want to. We see the doctored video of Richards from the beginning of the movie, in which it looks like he shot the shit out of all those innocent women and children, along with buildings, vehicles, and puppies.
I will tell you that dancers have glitter in their hair, Katrina.
They did not.
Yes, they sure did.
It was a weave.
It was glitter.
No.
Yeah, it was definitely glitter.
No.
Lots and lots of glitter.
Are these people the villains?
No, they're the dancers from Paula Abdul.
I know.
Paula Abdul's dancers.
But what did the villains put in their hair?
Gel.
Glitter. That's how you know they're the villains.
Aquanet.
Well, Damon was a little trickster when he said that Richard was going to go in his friend's place, and they are actually playing the game with him, which is bad, okay?
Dick.
But it's also nice to have friends, because battling bullies by yourself can be scary. Guess who's in the audience? Miss
I
Yvonne.
don't know.
Anna, Miss Yvonne's in the audience,
I don't remember.
and that is definitely a pro.
Well, Pee-wee's not there. That's a con.
Pee-wee can't be there all the time. It's just like Rain.
Yes, he can. Always in my heart.
Well, then he's still there. Or you don't have a heart.
You're a cold-hearted bitch.
Look into my eyes. We meet our first chaser.
Oh, wait. First, he sends him down the tunnel. First of all, he gets his, and I'll be back.
Okay, I knew you were going to go there. That did become his tagline. That was in multiple movies.
It should have been in one movie, or maybe that one movie's sequel. That's it. Not Commando and Predator and Running Man, as well as the Terminator movie. Come on. He cannot, on one hand, complain about old Starsky not taking shit seriously or whatever, and then try to pull I'll be back into the script. Arnold had a lot of influence over the direction of this movie.
He has a lot of influence over Joy.
I didn't find it joyful when he was sent down that tunnel, like the speedy tunnel to get into the game. You know how much I hate speeding through tunnels.
Okay, but did you watch the outtakes?
No?
They had to just cut it over and over again because he just kept going, wee, wee. He had so much fun.
I didn't. I hate speeding through tunnels.
And they're like,
you know
damn
this.
it, Arnold. And he's like, I can't help myself. Wee.
I can't help myself.
Wee. Like, Arnold, stop.
No.
And he's like, okay, I won't. Next take. Arnold, we can hear you.
Somebody stick a cigar in that guy's mouth.
We meet our first
Our first what?
chaser.
It's not called a chaser. What did they call it?
Bouncer?
Nope. Again.
Brendo.
Nope. One more time.
Bubby.
Stalker.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You should, because they say it about 18 times. This movie has stalkers, and not even hot ones. That's a con.
Sub-Zero. And I like the fans are so supportive of everyone, even the bad guys. Sub-Zero looks like he takes his job very seriously. And even though I don't condone this kind of violence, I appreciate someone who gives their all.
He cuts a gong in half. You know how much I love gongs.
You do not like gongs.
I love a gong.
You do not love a gong.
I do. I love a gong, and he cut it in half. It's gone. That's a gong.
Oh my god, that reminds me. Remember what Ty said last night about when Arnold J. Elizabeth was Conan, what he called his balls?
Oh yeah,
Conads.
The best thing your husband's ever said.
It really is.
These shows that he's on, The Running Man, are 3 hours long. Who the fuck has that time? Also, that's not fucking Sub-Zero. That's not Sub-Zero. Where's Scorpion? And for that matter, where's Kano?
Although he isn't very nice to the dork, and he seems to really like to go after the black guy, because he is kind of racist and doesn't like math. Richard's turned Sub-Zero into Non-Zero?
No, he's plain Zero.
I say Non-Zero.
Well, he didn't. He said, "Hey, Killian, Sub-Zero's now plain Zero."
I don't remember that. Our next chaser.
You mean Stalker?
Says you.
Says the movie.
Well, I don't remember. Are Buzzsaw and Dynamo. Dynamo shoots lightning from his fingers. How fucking red is that?
Dynamo is a gift to me in this. This is some corny shit.
Really? Go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and continue and say some things about Dynamo?
How about how ridiculous this is?
Go ahead.
This is some dumb shit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I hope Dynamo's family's listening. Continue.
Is he dead?
Hmm.
Was he electrocuted?
You know, if you could shoot lightning from your fingers, you would.
No, are you insane? Of course I would not. I hate electrical. I hate static. I hate that shit. I hate lightning. I hate lightning. This is a con for me, for sure. And Buzzsaw looks like he's on. He looks like tweaked. Buzzsaw is like slang for meth in the future.
There is absolutely 7% chance I'm going to get this guy's name right.
Okay.
So I apologize to everyone.
Fair enough.
Dynamo is played by Erlen van Lith. He was a classically trained baritone opera singer. So in his introduction, when he is singing an aria from The Marriage of Figaro, that is actually him singing.
Of course.
This was also his final movie.
Because of the singing?
As well as that of Richard Dawson. Erlen died of a heart attack 2 months after this film was theatrically released, and he was only 34 years old.
Was it electricity?
It was not electricity. I think it was hot dogs.
Hot dogs will do that.
They will.
They got lots of fillers, all those nitrates.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want those nitrates.
You do not.
In your system.
You know that your girl can go on a rant?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Oh,
yes, you can.
One of the biggest fucking rants, and I will fight anyone, and probably it's because of my social worker, the fucking poverty we have in this country. Nothing, strike that from the record, Your Honor. Very few things will send me over the edge more than a fucking hot dog eating contest.
Really?
We have fucking poverty in this country, and we have hot dog eating contests. Like, this is crazy to me.
How do you feel about pie eating contests?
I hate all of the food eating. If we have no poverty, if we have no hunger in this country, then have all of the food eating contests that you want. But if you have somebody that their goal is to eat 300 hot dogs in 4 minutes, and you have other people starving in this country, then we have our priorities out of fucking line here.
You don't like pie eating contests?
No.
Even if it's to get revenge on people that are picking on you?
That is the only exception I will take. Because they weren't nice to him. But the goal was not to eat all the pies. The goal was revenge and a lesson.
You love vengeance as much as you hate eating competitions.
I love vengeance as much as I want hunger to end. Seriously, the food competitions, they really piss me off.
You were almost shaking.
I know. Can you imagine being a little kid who hasn't eaten in 3 days, looking at the TV like, oh.
You know what he should do?
What?
Go to an eating competition. I bet he'd kill it.
You know what you have to do?
Actually, probably not, because you shrink your stomach. You
have to fucking train. That's the other thing.
You gotta train.
You have to fucking train. So do you know how much fucking food gets wasted for people who enter these contests? It really. I'm at 12.
God, I feel like I dare not tell you what I did to a thing of donuts the other day. Oh, that made it sound really weird. I ate them. I just ate many of them. Too many.
That's the same thing. You know that's not the same thing as these contests are so excessive.
It made my heart hurt.
It's no, you
not
know.
Out of pity. It made my heart hurt because it was being squeezed by cholesterol.
In these contests, they consume. I'm going to let this go in a minute.
Oh my God.
They consume hundreds and hundreds of like hot dogs in minutes. How many people would that feed? I'm like, you know, Schindler right now.
Let's see. I mean, a hot dog per person, right? Or half a hot dog, depending on the time of day, or how hungry somebody was, or if they.
Well, these people are starving because they haven't had any fucking food.
Yeah, but then that means their stomach is shrunk, so they can't eat as much as like, you know.
Okay, so half a hot dog. So the 600 people.
You really hate hunger,
dude. Well, it's just so excessive.
You know, I don't even know why I'm not like also getting like super fired up. I am. It is well known how much I hate food waste. I hate it. I am teased relentlessly at work because they told that I have like a 1940s mentality with like I refuse to throw fucking anything away. I'm like, I'm not throwing those remnants away. I'm sure I can crumble that up and use it for something. Eventually, it was like a borderline intervention. Like, you've got to stop saving so much shit. You can throw some of these egg whites away. It's okay. You can throw some of the cake scraps away. It's okay. And I'm like, it is not okay.
To make things a little more exciting, Amber gets thrown into the game after she started questioning the veracity of ICS's facts, and they provide some alternative facts about her as well. You're going to think this is crazy. Maybe not as crazy as the shit I just said. I would like to actually know if she cheated on her college exams. So I know how strongly I want her to live.
Why does it matter? That's a determining factor? Cheating on your college exams?
I mean, just, you know, fucking study, man.
What if it's just like a little glance over to like the other person just to see if, like, just to double check your answer?
Well, do you know how hard that person probably worked to prepare for what they're doing?
I don't know. I wouldn't do. I'm so terrified.
You wouldn't do that.
I'm so terrified of getting in trouble. I wouldn't do it because it's the wrong thing. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't like getting in trouble at all.
I was thinking the other day, I was thinking last night as I was watching this, that I bet that I've really worried the people that listen to this podcast because I was going back in my memory bank. I think it's been a really long time since I've objectified anybody on an episode.
Definitely. There was definitely a shift.
Okay, well,
we're getting into September though here soon.
Well, wait no more, people. Amber's gorgeous.
Amber, the actress.
Yes.
I can't remember her name.
Maria? Maria Conchita Alonso.
She was in Predator 2?
Correct.
She was gorgeous in Predator 2.
You can say she's gorgeous in this. That's her appearance. That's not about the movie.
Mm-mm.
That's not about the movie.
I'm not getting tricked.
We're allowed to do that. I've been doing that for a year and a half.
Okay, the actress is beautiful.
Yeah,
she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stunning. Even in her lingerie when she was working out earlier.
That was weird.
Okay. She
It
looked
made me
great, though.
That made me uncomfortable.
All right. Well, the dork and Spicy Buns run off to try to fiddle with the uplink satellite thing so they can fuck with ICS. And this seems like a good time to mention that Anna made me... This is what I actually wrote. This is my notes. This seems like a good time to mention that Anna made me had tequila while we were taking notes. And it took me 10 minutes to think of the word satellites. And this was after I finally asked and used lots of hand signs to help figure it out.
I helped you.
I know.
I remember this now. It all's coming back to me.
It was this. We don't do 2 tequila shots, and it was that second one that was really causing problems.
Tequila shots.
It was.
It's that Coraleo. It's so good.
Buzzsaw is giving me real Guy Fieri vibes, but without the, oh my god, man, the flavor on the brisket is fire, and the slaws give me life.
I'm going to take you to Flavor Town. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so this is where I was drinking tequila, too.
Well, all I know is I have in my notes, this bitch Anna's over there getting carpal tunnel with this buzzsaw seed.
You know what? I was typing so much because I kept having to I almost said rewind.
Rewind.
To figure out how to spell. I don't, you should see my notes. It's hysterical. I wrote, Buzzsaw got that ball on a string weapon there, ain't he?
Things really fucking went off the rails.
And then, I love this saw. It's part of me. I'm going to make it part of you. That must have been a quote.
Yes. That's when he almost kills Richards, but then Richards gets him in the nuts.
Yeah, buzzsawing someone through their balls, that ain't okay. That's also in my notes. And there are a lot of red underlines on this page.
Dynamo almost gets caught, but Richards decides to save him. But the crowd is super pissed that Richards doesn't take him out, because these people are monsters.
Yeah, they are, and he calls Dynamo a Christmas tree like that's a bad thing.
I don't remember that at all.
He definitely does. He calls him a Christmas tree.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I would have definitely taken umbrage at that.
Well, I did. I wrote in my notes. I was there. He's all lit up and shit.
I know, but you weren't making a lot of sense at
He
that
called him a
point.
Christmas tree.
Well, I don't think so.
Like in an insult.
Now we have Jim Brown, R.I.P., as Fireball. I have complicated feelings about him as a human.
Crazy Jim Brown.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh boy, it looks like I started something that definitely would have been a button push, and then I must have gotten distracted because I just stopped mid-sentence and went on to something else.
Damn it. Well, now Mrs. McCardle, or Agnes as we are now calling her, is saying that if she has to predict the person who will get the next kill, she is guessing it will be Richards because he is one bad motherfucker. Her words.
Yeah, it was definitely her words.
The crowd starts putting money on Richards, and I think things are starting to turn in Richards' favor as far as the court of public opinion goes.
This future is bloodthirsty as hell. I don't like that.
It's fucking rad. Fireball becomes barbecue. But then Damon does some bullshit trickery and makes it look like Captain Freedom killed Amba and Richards. And meanwhile, Richards is with the rebels and has decided he doesn't just want freedom, he wants justice in the American way.
Oh my god. And Captain Freedom doesn't want to do this because he's got the code of the gladiators.
Yeah. Because he's the best around. The head of the resistance has managed to get his hands on all of the unedited video of Richards, as well as what actually has been going on in the Running Man game, and the crowd is starting to become a little suspicious about Damon. Richards chucks Damon down into the Running Man hole, but he put it on super mega killer guy speed, and he got all blowed up, and we are all happy about it.
How do they get like a super highly edited video that they were able to upload?
Well, they were very advanced. It was 2017. Well, they could... No, because... Oh, this was one of the things that I saw in the trivia. But, and I'm being serious. I'm just not being articulate because of the tequila. That being able to superimpose the faces and stuff, they'd had this technology because the first time they did it was in Jurassic Park. So in 2017, they definitely would have been able to do it.
This is not true.
No, that is true. Swear to God. I swear.
Superimpose their faces? No, this is not true because this was made in 87.
No, they did superimpose the whole. Remember, because they did the thing where the Captain Freedom had killed. What they did was they superimposed Richard's face on this other guy that they just killed.
What did that have to do with Jurassic Park?
Because what I'm saying is, this is supposedly 2017.
Yeah.
They would have had this technology because they did it already in Jurassic Park.
No, sorry, I didn't mean they edited. I meant the rebels, the resistance.
Yeah.
Uploaded like a super highly edited video.
No, they didn't. Oh,
Yes,
I
they
see what you're
did.
saying.
Yeah.
Well,
They're like do.
they had already. You know how you are like you are sometimes like really ahead of the game here with your editing, and you like get
Not
clips.
this week.
Well, you get clips ready and stuff.
Uh-huh.
They've had this ready for a while. They've been ready for this shit. They were just ready for Richards to show up and give them the energy that they needed.
And Dweezil's been practicing that "don't touch that dial" line. Wow, Dweezil, profound.
Stevie.
Apologies. I like that Mick's name in this is just Mick.
Yeah.
Mick Fleetwood. They didn't even bother giving him a name.
Yeah.
Just Mick.
I hope that when you're in a movie, your name is Anna. Because it sounds like an angel.
I hope when I'm in a movie, it's not like a snuff film.
The credits.
So I also hope it's not Anna.
Dead Horror 3.
Yes, thank you. Anonymity, please. I have kids.
I am pretty sure Amba and Richards took over the TV station and created the TV show The Fast Walking Person, which is very inclusive with less murder but still entertaining. The end.
It's done. Yes. It's over now.
That was the end?
Yeah.
I had more notes, and none of them make sense. I had, like, consent matters. That hit the spot. Sven. I don't know. I don't even know what that's in reference to.
Is Sven maybe Damon's, like, bodyguard guy?
That might be it, yeah.
Okay.
The Running Man is so much fun. What a blast this movie is.
I love this movie. I was dying taking my notes, and I was having so much fun. I love taking notes together.
Yeah.
Because no matter if I'm the pro or the con, because if you're the con, I think it's funny to watch to like get irritated when you're typing, like, what the fuck's she doing over there? Or like when I'm the con, like be snarky when I'm taking notes and be like, I just think it's funny.
Don't get uppity about me typing a bunch. It's just that I can't spell for shit, and I'm desperately trying to find the letters on the keyboard.
That's okay.
So it just seems like I'm typing a lot. I'm not. It's just me hitting the backspace a lot. Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I had a blast doing this movie. I am so glad that Doug mentioned this one, because it triggered in our brain that we wanted to do it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I probably should have gotten a button push once or I came really, really close, and I had to, you know, like in American Gladiators when they're going through the maze and they're about to get to one of the gladiators and they're like, oh fuck, and they got to back out real quick. That's how it was for me.
Ooh.
Trying to avoid that button push.
Ooh, good to know.
Are we going to talk about what we're doing next? We probably shouldn't, because we keep changing things.
The one that we're doing next is another request.
Oh, yeah.
And it's for National Sibling Day. I don't think we should actually say who we're doing it for, because I think it could be a surprise.
Yeah, let's keep it a surprise.
One of the siblings might be surprising the other sibling.
Yeah.
But it is a request, I'll say that.
Yeah. And it's an 80s.
It is, yeah. It's an 80s movie that neither one of us have seen for a million years.
Oh, God.
But it is something else.
I'm pretty sure it's not one that we owned. It's just one that we watched whenever it came on TV, which was like one of those that would show up on TV like all the time.
Yes. And it definitely, one of the main actors in it was definitely one of my teenage lady boners.
That is true.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it was his first movie.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Can't wait for that.
I know.
Oh, so it's time to go into the treasure trove, huh?
Yeah. What do you got?
I actually was thinking the other day, I was like, oh, we should have called it Happy Ending.
Oh, for the pirate movie?
Yeah.
Let's call it that.
Yeah. Let's get our happy ending. I want to submit for your consideration.
Okay.
Cillian Murphy?
Oh. The Scarecrow guy from the Dark Knight series?
Yeah.
That's in the Oppenheimer movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Super hot. He's got beautiful eyes.
Oh, I get lost in them eyes.
Uh-huh.
The thing is here's why I don't think he's garbage.
Oh, he's in
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great show. I'd say that he doesn't come off super friendly in interviews.
But isn't he Irish?
He is Irish, yeah.
Okay.
He just comes off a little bit cold.
Well,
often.
Irish.
And no, I mean the Irish are delightful people. But I think the thing is he hates doing press.
Oh.
That's just not his thing. He doesn't like that. He just wants to act for the craft. He doesn't do any social media. He is like happily married. He just like I think he's like on a farm or he mows his lawn or like what he's just very happy living a completely normal life.
Okay.
And he also acts. And he doesn't want any of the Hollywood bullshit attached to it. He wants nothing to do with any of that, any nonsense. He just wants to live a normal life.
Okay.
And I respect that. It's just not something you see he's an unlikely happy ending for us because he seems just a very straightforward person. And I respect that.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I find that I find that oddly refreshing. Mm-hmm. I can't wait till we record our next movie. It's going to be really, really neat. It'll be
fun.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks for the suggestion, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
This was great. Until next time.
Oh, Serene.
Bye, Katrina Porter.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.